Welcome to Do It Afraid with Do Maybe. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to be lazy and productive. I promised you a video on how not to be lazy, and it's finally here. So I'm excited to share these tips with you, and I hope that they help you. As they've been helping me. Sometimes I feel lazy and I just don't want to do anything. It's not just the quarantine or the pandemic. Honestly, I don't want to blame everything on the pandemic. So I still have tasks to do. I still have things to do in my daily life, and these tips have really helped me, and I hope they help you too. So if you like this type of content, please please subscribe if you want to hear more. And let's get into the video.
Hot tips.
Tip number 1, distract yourself from the task. If you have a task that you feel is daunting or overwhelming or even just mundane, like maybe you have to wash the plates and you just don't feel like it. Sometimes I don't feel like doing that. So what do? I just play music and dance while I wash the plates, or I watch K-drama, or you can watch your favorite comedy or listen to your favorite podcast while you do that mundane task. Even if you have to clean your house, like turn up the music, jam it up, enjoy yourself while you do this task, and you find that the task is bearable and it's not that bad anymore. I'm also a person that can multitask while reading, so if you have to study as well, you could use these tips if that works for you. But if that doesn't work for you, you could just use it for tasks you don't need to concentrate so much on. You could just distract yourself from them, and then get your house clean. I don't know. Just enjoy yourself while you do these tasks. Number 2, divide your goals into smaller achievable goals. What do I mean? Sometimes it can be overwhelming when you have a very big goal that you have to achieve, and it just feels like too much, and sometimes you don't even know where to start. So instead of just thinking about the whole project like something big, just divide it into daily tasks or hourly tasks or whatever works for you. Honestly, just be realistic with what works for you and divide this task into small attainable goals, and it makes everything better. Like it's less stressful. You don't have to think about it too much. You just achieve each small task and tick the box. That makes the whole thing not so bad. So you can use that tip. Divide whatever seems huge to you. Like if you want to exercise and you're like, oh, I have to exercise 45 minutes a day, instead of thinking of it like, oh, I have to exercise 5 times a week or 6 times a week, right? You just say, okay, I have to exercise today, and I'm going to exercise 15 minutes 3 times. Right, that's 45 minutes. You can space it out and do that in the morning, afternoon, and night. And before you know it, you have a 45-minute exercise. You do this 5 times in a week. Before you know, you're looking at, achieving your goal every week without thinking of the goal or this overwhelming goal, like I want to lose weight or I want to be healthier. You just take it one meal at a time or one exercise at a time. If you have to study and you're thinking, oh, I have to study like 24 hours for this test, or I have to study like this amount of time for this, don't think of it that way. Just take it like, okay, I'm going to study 45 minutes with breaks or 20 minutes with breaks, whatever works for you. Just have to be realistic and honest with yourself and pick goals that you can achieve. If you cannot exercise for 15 minutes, make it 5 and then have breaks, and before you know it, you've achieved 15 minutes. Just make sure you're honest with yourself and be realistic with these goals. Takes me to number 3, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You know what you can do. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. You just have to be real. If you're not a professional trainer, don't get yourself into the gym and be like, I'm going to spend how many hours at the gym just because this person is doing the same thing. Be real with yourself. If you can only do 1 minute of exercise, please do the 1 minute and have breaks in between, and then before you know, you have achieved 30 minutes. Whatever you have to do, just make sure that you're real. Don't lie to yourself. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to take morning walks every day, when you know that if it's raining, you're going to cuddle up in your bed. Like, be real with yourself. Tell yourself the truth. If you're like, I know you're not going to go out tomorrow to exercise, so we're not going to make plans to go out. We're going to do it inside. Do what works for you. Do whatever works for you. Okay? So number 4, keep promises to yourself. Now we've gotten these realistic goals that we've set. We have all these honest, realistic goals that we've broken down into small pieces that we can achieve realistically. Now you've told yourself that you're going to do this today, so keep that promise to yourself, right? If you told yourself you're going to have 3 15-minute exercises morning, afternoon, and night, don't lie to yourself. Be honest. By being honest with yourself, now keep that promise after you've been honest, because you should have set something that you realistically can achieve. A lot of times we keep promises with other people, but we forget to keep promises to ourselves. You are important. You are an important person. You have to keep promises to yourself. You just have to, right? So even if you're feeling down and under the weather, of course you understand that, okay, I can't achieve this. But there are other things you can, if it's something that's very important to you, there are other things that you can go about doing. Because if you don't feel like doing a heat exercise, you could do yoga. If you know that you would feel bad if you don't do your exercise, you can do something less strenuous. You can just do stretches. If that would help you to keep promises to yourself. But I mean, if you need to rest, by all means take the time to rest. But I mean, like, if you don't feel like doing the exercise, you just like, I don't feel like, not because you're sick or anything, then find an alternative to making sure you keep that promise to yourself. If you tell yourself I'm going to study and you don't feel like reading a book, by all means, please go to YouTube and get an animation video that would help you on the topic. And if you can't find an animation video, somebody should be talking about the topic somewhere. Or your friend can suddenly ask your friend to explain what you don't understand, or just have study sessions with people. Find alternative measures to make sure that you keep this goal and promise to yourself. And that's the only way you can do it. Make it fun for yourself. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Just find alternatives, and it works. Yeah. Number 5, get yourself an accountability partner. Get somebody that keeps you on track to achieve your goals. Get someone who understands what you're going through and make sure that you do what you said you would do. But you could also be your own accountability partner. You don't have to have a friend. You could just have a journal where you document things and keep yourself in check. And if you're not able to keep yourself in check, you can get someone to help you with that as well. The last thing, which is very important, is visualize yourself doing the task. This has really, 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 really helped me. I recently discovered how powerful the mind is. A lot of things that you think you cannot do can all be done if you can visualize yourself doing it. Like, I had this experiment where I tried to, I think, touch the floor, because I could touch my toes and then touch the floor. And then I imagined myself actually touching the floor flat, and I was able to go farther than I actually was able to previously. And I just really found that really cool. I mean, that's not the only thing, but there are a lot of things I realized, that sometimes I may be visualizing the opposite side. Sometimes I'm visualizing the negative results, saying that is realistic. But in reality, I'm actually just negating the positive side. It's like a whole thing. But you should visualize the positive, visualize yourself doing things, and you just find yourself having the energy to do them. You visualize, I visualized myself recording this video, and I woke up this morning and I was able to record the video. I visualized myself cleaning my apartment, and I woke up and I just felt energetic to do that. I visualized myself going for a walk, a 2-hour walk, someone that doesn't walk every day, and I did it. So if you visualize yourself achieving a task, it makes it easier. You can do it some hours before, or even the day before. As you're about to sleep, you're like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you just visualize yourself actually doing it, and then sleep. Then you wake up in the morning, you just find yourself automatically doing it. I hope that works for you, and these are my tips that have really helped me, and I really hope they help you too. If you help you and you use them, please tell me down below in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe and share, and thank you for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye bye.